Hello everybody, here's a little bit of a ramble about the cycle of life. So my partner and I went for a walk in the bush yesterday. It was so beautiful, and it was like every direction you looked, every little piece of the bush, whether you looked at a big vista or a little tiny part of it, was like a composition, a beautiful artistically arranged composition, with a mixture of the rocks glistening with the water of the creek, or just the really fresh green, beautiful lines and the flow of the leaf shapes and the plant shapes, and such a lovely mixtures of everything. It was so beautiful. It had just rained, so it was really fresh and glistening, shining. And it's spring still. We're still in the spring season, so the water was high and healthy and clean. Anyway, I was thinking about how just every little bit was a thing of beauty to behold, except perhaps the debris, like the old leaves, the dead branches that were falling off the trees, and I found them less beautiful. But then I was thinking about how, of course, that they are the old ones that have died, and they're feeding the new life, or the life that's present there now, all feeding in this cycle of life. It's just so perfect, because everything is returned and feeds the future. So then, of course, I was thinking about how that relates to us and our life cycle. And there's two issues that are challenging for us, I think. So one is that when we die, usually the process of how the body is buried or cremated is not good for the earth. However, there's solutions for that we could be uptaking if we chose, because we can have obviously cardboard coffins. We could have ways of burying so that it actually feeds the earth, like we're not buried too deep down below where the life is. And I think maybe not in New Zealand, or maybe in Australia, I don't know, but perhaps in the States there's places you can go where bodies can be composted. That's Pluto, composting the death and then the regeneration. That's a Pluto thing in astrology. And also there's this Neptune thing going on, because like when we die, we become part of everything, or when anybody, any leaf, any plant, any animal dies, we become part of the whole. And I guess even if we're buried 6 feet under in a concrete, something concrete, eventually that will break down and we've become part of the whole, and that is Neptune being part of everything. But I think what's challenging for us, and I don't know the answer to this, is that if you're a tree in the forest, I assume that you can't choose when you die, and nature will take its course. The universe or God or whatever is the higher creative being, or just natural forces, will decide upon your time of death. But in the human world, we have got so much ability to take action to prevent our deaths, to make healthy lifestyle choices so that we live longer, and to actually take medical care so that we live longer. And of course it's tricky around the types of medical care where maybe it's just keeping us going beyond when we actually have quality of life. I don't know, I don't want to get into that could be controversial, but yeah, it's really hard for us because of this self-actualization, this self-will that we've got, and technology and medicine at our fingertips, and it means that we can play God in many ways. So that's okay. That's the way it is. It's part of our challenge, I think. Our spiritual journey on earth is how we work with this this agency that we've got. Yeah, but another thing I reflected later, because I saw a friend who's very old and struggling with that, because there's a Louise Hay saying. Those of you who know of Louise Hay, she has this saying, we should be happy, healthy, happy, healthy, happy, healthy, dead. So we just go through life happy and healthy, good, great quality of life until the moment when we die, like just drop dead. That's it. None of that long, slow decline and disease. So is that what we want? And I was wondering if there is actually some purpose in the slow decline and the loss of quality of life and chronic illness and things that can bring us down. And perhaps that is that it is hard to let go of life, and maybe we need that to help us let go of life. I don't know, this is maybe darker than I intended it to be, but those are my thoughts about. Okay, I guess it was mainly Neptune I wanted to think about, and how when we die, we do go into the everything, into the all that is, where all is connected. Our physical particles go into the earth and the growth of the earth for the future. And where does our soul go? Perhaps to the everything, to the great cosmos as well, all connected. Yeah.